In Sunday's video, I found myself in an interesting spot, and I'm straight in on this 4-ball. And I'm looking to draw back to get a full hit on the 5 to bank it in the cross corner, the top right hand corner. And I draw back a little too far, and I'm left with this. So I'm still calling it in the top right hand corner, but you see me get down on it twice. And the first time I realized this is double kiss, I'm gonna hit that 5-ball with the cue ball as it comes off the rail. I get down on it again after adjusting, and I put the right English on it this time, and I made it look easy, but it's not as easy as it seems, so we're going to take a pretty good look at it.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror, so foggy, but I've never seen clearer. I don't really think anyone can save me, and honestly I'm not really sure I want saving. I like to be my own worst enemy. There's no risk if you don't try at anything, so I'ma just keep buying everything. See you in the next life, to be a better me. I don't think that my head's on straight, gotta flip it and grip it and go and get an x-ray. What's wrong with me? I just feel weight pushing on my chest and it squeezes till I suffocate. Better change my mindset, meditate. It's pretty cool that I'm alive and have better days. I could walk, see, hear, I should celebrate. Think I could change my mind, maybe elevate. Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah that's all great, but I also wanna.
Alright, we're going to get back to the get out of jail shot, but first we need some newness. And I don't know this old guy right next to me on the snooker table, but you can tell he used to play a little bit of pool at one point in his life. That's a pretty good stroke. Some of his basics are off. He has his head tilted, but he can play a little bit. I just dropped his arm on that one. Alright, what do we got here? Just putting top. I'm kind of on the rail on the 1-ball, and I just need to get over a little bit for the 2. The 3-ball seems to be the only problem on this table, on this layout, on this pattern. And we don't have a lot of room to work with between the 5 and the 3, so I had to put bottom right on that. But I hit it a little bit too hard, and this is going to be the hardest shot of the day. And I don't want to do anything fancy here. I just want to slow roll, come off the rail, and get on the 4-ball, but I come up a little bit short on that one. So it's, back and forth, having dialed in the table. Completely 100%, it's not mastered. I know I said that in some video. I've got this table figured out. I really don't. So you don't want to draw that into the pocket, so you're just stunning it over with a little bit of bottom and just a hair of right, just to keep it down table. And this one I'm kind of juicing the bottom right, and I'm more impressed with that guy next to me, but he never introduced himself. Real quiet guy. I think he plays ping pong. Top right to come off the rail and get on the other side of the 9-ball. Again, the right was just to keep it down table. Pretty easy rack. Let's get back to the get out of jail shot. You can see enough of the 5-ball to hit it, but you just can't see enough of it to make it in the top left-hand corner. So the next question is, can we see enough of it to bank it? And what I mean by that would be determining whether we can see enough of it for the 5-ball to come into the rail on this angle. Anything less than that is just going to send it side to side, or you could even reverse cut this if you can't see enough of it. So we have determined that this is our angle But now we have another problem, and because the distance from the 5 is not far to the rail, this is all going to happen faster than you can blink your eye. And if you just shoot it with center ball, this is going to be the result. The 5 ball and the cue ball are going to collide at this point right here. And if you put left on it, whether it's bottom, center, or top, the same thing's going to happen. It's just going to be a little bit further to the right. So we have to figure out a way to get this cue ball out of the way and avoid the collision. So you're going to have to experiment with this, but we're definitely putting a hair of top on the cue ball, and that's just to keep the angle straight from the cue ball off the 5 ball to the top rail. You want that as straight as possible. And we're going to put a whole lot of right hand English on it, so when the cue ball hits that top rail, it really increases the angle and goes under the 5 ball. So the 5 ball is passing before the cue ball to avoid the collision. And it looks something like this.
It can show you what you want. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Yeah, all I need are some better days. Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the